Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can print your sign for the, or not print it, but do your sign for your 50's diner. Okay, I printed it on some paper and then I used some sheet protector, which is basically just clear plastic, and I put crazy glue in the corner of each one of these. Don't go too much because it'll make the ink bleed if you go too far into it. And sometimes that could be a mess, all right? Also, don't touch your fingers on the crazy glue. The next thing you want to do, if you want it to stick away from the wall, get yourself some mat board. And then again, just put a dab of crazy glue in the corner of each. Now, if you have that old school glue, and put some in the middle too, the little like glue sticks, you could do that as well. All right, now you want to go ahead and glue your sign to that and press it down. The black line is going to be your guide. Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3 lights here, so I want to make sure I'm going to put this in the middle of those lights so that the middle light hangs here. All right, and then I'm going to come down, and this is my table height, so if I want to put table out here, I want to make sure it's above that. So I wouldn't want to have my sign down here because then my table will be blocking it. So if you have the table, go ahead and do that, and then measure it and make sure it's straight. All right, you can take something small and mark it on the corner so you know, like a pointy pencil, of where you're going to leave it. And then double check after you've done that. Measure with a ruler to go from here to here and from here to here to make sure you have it precise. And if you don't want to do it from that end, do it from the ground up. Either way, it should be level because this should all be the same, and then this should be the same. All right, so we're going to make sure that's level, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now I've measured up with the ruler to make sure that they're both accurate. As you can see, right there and right there. All right, so now I'm going to take some crazy glue and I'm going to just put a good bit on here.
Put a lot on it every time. It might not stick too well to that stuff you put on there.
It should stick to the cork, but the plaster may not. And it's really absorbing into the mat board. All right. So now that it doesn't splash out all over, I'm just going to kind of
your middle.
Rub it in there.
Don't forget the middle of your sign's got to go under the middle of that light.
Yeah. Now, don't let this touch your fingers. It'll stick to them.
And don't forget the middle of the sign's got to go where the middle of that light is.
Move your hands. I got it marked. All right, now once you get it on there, do not touch.
You got to go that way.
The crazy glue with your finger.
You got to move the sign that way.
Okay, so now you want to take a piece of your mat board that you have, and you want to kind of just sit it there. Be very careful not to use too much glue because it'll spread over. I'm not squeezing, I'm just letting it come out. Now I'm going to have to squeeze it because I ran out a little bit. Okay, so anyway, make sure you don't have it too close because you don't want the stick to glue it. All right, and you want to put your stick even with that black line. It should not take very long for it to stick. All right, you want to do the same thing to the left side. Okay, so now you just want to set that there, and then you want to put some glue on this side. Now for this project, I'm just using some crazy glue I got at the Dollar Tree. Alright, you want to make sure you have it even with that black line. And then make sure your bottom matches up.
Okay.
Move your hand, I can't see. There you go. Okay. So now I'm going to move this over here to help hold that a little bit for a second. Alright, so now if that is down there on that black line and then this is here, you should be able to glue this to where it's even. If for some reason it doesn't work out that way, just trim these off and then make it even yourself. If you cut it and do it exactly with that black line, it should, but sometimes things might not be exactly square for you. It just takes a second to get it off-centered.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cut some more of this, and then I'm going to glue that on there. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same exact thing here, and I'm going to go all the way across. Try not to do that. I put too much, so I pulled the glue away from it with my finger. You probably don't want to do that, because if you don't wipe it off and get it off, it's going to leave a icky feeling on your finger, or your skin may get irritated. Alright, so then that's how you're going to glue that there. Alright. Okay, so there you go. Dad's trying to bend over and can't. Anyway, so then do the same exact thing to the top. Be sure not to let the spacer that you're using touch it, because it will glue to it, okay?
Might have been easier to put it on the wood.
Now we're using the matte board is what we glued ours to, but like Dad said, it might be easier if you put it on wood, but matte board's cheaper than wood, so that's what I did, and you're not seeing it, so.
I meant put the glue on the wood instead of glue on this. Of course, if you got thin balsa wood, you could glue it right to it.
Alright, so then that's dry and that's dry. Just give that a second. It dries pretty quick. So that's what the sign will look like.
Yeah, let that set up.
Alright, so there you have it. Should look like that. Now you can paint your sign black if you like, or you can leave it wood, whichever. If you're going to paint it, you might want to do that beforehand. I'm probably going to do it after the fact because I want to make it look rusted looking. So I'm going to kind of mess it up a little bit with some rustic paint and everything. But
yeah. Put some paint peels on it.
But here is the 50's menu. This is printable on my website along with all of the interior of this dollhouse. You can get on there. Because it's a 50's diner. Here are some of the other templates that are not made up yet, but you got your little jukebox, you got your table menus, your records, and the sign that's going to go above the thing, or above the dollhouse, I should say. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful, and hopefully you'll be able to hang a sign on your front of your dollhouse now. Like and subscribe if you want to see more on the 50's diner, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.